Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sammy, and we are back again with another one. And it's been one of the best year of 2021. And I'm speaking to you as we are left with few, 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 few hours before we reach 2022. We are really left a few hours before we go to 2022. Right now, as I'm speaking, my time is 4:16, which means that it's just around, should I say, 7 to 8 or 9 hours, 7 to 8 hours before midnight, and voila, we'll be in 2022. It's exciting, people. It's those amazing times that you wish that you can always keep remembering and you can always hold on to. So, the Football Connect is a football channel that it will never change, and the whole world knows that we are a football channel. So it's always amazing that we need to revisit some of the things that made the highlights and made the best time for us in terms of football in 2021. I might not remember some of the things that happened in 2021, but I want you guys to help me. Let me know in the comment sections which was your favorite moment in 2021 and which was a most highlighted moment you always remember for the, should I say, for the rest of your life that happened in 2021. If I have to think of something very, very fast, as I am a Liverpool fan, that 5-0 thumping of Manchester United that Liverpool did, beating Manchester United by 5 goals to 0, will always live in my vocabulary or in my syllabus for the whole of my life. As we go forward, wherever we go, beating Manchester United by 5 goals to 0 will always be the thing that I talk about whenever I get into any argument or any conversation with any United fan. That we beat you recently by 5 goals to 0. It's always going to be something that I remember because it's something that is huge, people. It's something that is huge. So we have a lot of memories that we are keeping, we remember of 2021. So what we're going to be doing right now is to try to visit those memories that we have kept in 2021 and what has been, should I say, the highlight moment that we kept hearing about day after day, where we were going and everything that was happening. Before we go any further, I want you guys to do me a favor and let me know which for you comes the thing that comes to mind when you remember 2021. What really comes to mind when you remember 2021, and what will always be in your mind wherever you go in this year that we're in, what you always remember that came from 2021. I'm curious. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget, by the way, click the like button and subscribe to the Connect. We are always going to be here and we are going to make it interesting. So to those people who are wondering, tomorrow, Euro Talk, not Euro Talk. Oh my God, I'm not remembering the Euro time, but we are about to go to AFCON Talk, by the way, which we'll be covering for AFCON 2022, which is going to be starting in about 9 or 6 days or 9 or 8 days from now. So that is something that also we have to prepare for. But what I'm saying that the weekend warm up is back tomorrow, guys, where I'm gonna be, should I say, talking about the fixtures that are to be played, talking about Arsenal for starters, and all the games that are going to come with Man City and all other teams that are going to be playing. So I hope you are ready for that. It's going to be exciting. Do me a favor, click the like button and subscribe to the Connect because it's always powerful and amazing when you guys join in the family. I can't wait to see what happens in 2020. What is my mission for next year? Oh, I can tell you, I want to reach 1,000 subscribers by next year. It is now a must that the Football Connect reach 1,000 subscribers. By the way, the Football Connect on TikTok, if I still remember, it's now 26,000 followers who are following the Football Connect. So I'm going to 2022 with an amount of 26,000 followers on TikTok. And I'm just hoping that this moves to the Football Connect on, the actual Connect. And also on Football Connect Shorts, when we are moving to 2022, we now at 219 or 2025 subscribers, and this channel just started. I don't think it is about 4 months. I think there's about 5 months since it started. So there is some things that are happening, and I'm always excited over whatever that happens there. It's gonna continue to grow as we grow with the Football Connect. And this channel we are speaking right now is at 331 followers or subscribers, which I'm hoping it increase. So those are my New Year resolutions and all the things that I'm going to be working on. I can't wait. You guys are the ones who are going to make it possible. So you will help me to to make it, guys. I want to cross the finishing line. Please help a nigga out. Anyway, I'm joking. Anyway, so I hope you guys are excited. So the highlights of 2021. That's what we are here, and that's what we're going to be talking about. So we can go in with fun. When we talk of highlights of 2021, one of the things that always stands up is the controversial that happened when it was the Super League stories and everything that happened. It was really a funny thing. It just came as a joke that it was mentioned, I think, a week when the things were supposed to be done. They just mentioned it, and I didn't understand it first until I had to go deep into it. I remember I made about a 40 or 50 minutes uh story just covering Eurotalk, talking about Eurotalk, what it means and how it was going to impact a lot of things. So to those people who don't remember the story, this is me just gonna give you an idea of what was happening. So what some of the bigger teams in Europe, like the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Juventus, those not PSG as such, Juventus, Bayern, all those teams, not Bayern Munich as such, but Chelsea, United, and City, all those ones, they decided because of how they felt like UEFA was not really paying them enough over how much that team was putting. So they came up with should I call it a money scheme, which they called the Super League. The Super League was probably one of the biggest controversies that happened over this season. So what it was meant to do was these 15 clubs, or 16 I guess, were supposed to start their own mini league, which was going to be played on Thursday or Wednesday, basically in the times where you expect the Champions League to be played. So what they were saying is this: those teams that had won in a lot of Champions League, like for example, Real Madrid, their state team, they were all just going to be converted into the Super League trophies that they had won. That's what the idea was. The interesting part about this, these clubs that were into this, they were never going to get relegated, or they were never going to be demoted from the Super League. They'll keep just being in the league. So it was going to be like a normal league, like the Premier League, being played with all the teams. So what was meant to what was meant to happen was this: we will be seeing in a weekly basis Barcelona playing with Liverpool, Real Madrid playing with Manchester City. Those big teams, the games that we always hope they happen whenever UEFA Champions League is setting up the draws of the games. We always hope that they happen. With the Super League, it was something that was going to happen on a weekly basis. We'll be seeing bigger games where a lot of teams are going to happen. But this is the interesting part: whatever amount was going to be made from the games, it might be the players coming into, the supporters were coming into the games, and all the money that they were going to make from TV watchers and stuff like that. I think one idea that I was told it was meant to be happening over to Netflix. So it means Netflix followers, or the ones who watch Netflix, will actually have now the ability to stream the Super League games there, because it was meant to be on those websites which are not always the known ones. It means that the amount of money that was going to happen between the broadcast and the somehow the clubs that are involved. The amount of money that were being mentioned, Real Madrid was also expected to be the one team that makes a lot of money, because they were somehow some of the guys who came up with the idea and stuff like that. That's how it was meant to happen. And one thing that they were talking about was this: with the Super League, even us in Africa, even me, Sam, in Africa, we were going to have the idea of watching Liverpool live in my own stadium in South Africa. One thing that they wanted to do is to move around to different cities, different countries, different continents, to be viewing these games at a weekly basis. So it means if today Barcelona versus Real Madrid was going to be played in the United States of America, a lot of people will be preparing for that and buying tickets and stuff like that. If Liverpool versus Ajax was going to be played in South Africa, Durban, remember where the World Cup was, it will happen like that. If Atletico Madrid versus Manchester United was going to be played in Qatar, it was going to happen like that, which for me was interesting, because guess what? I'm not really in Europe, so that for me would have given me a chance to watch my favorite team in another country. I would be seeing Mohamed Salah real life. Like I've only seen him in TV. Mane be able to go and ask for an autograph, things like that. It was so good for a person who is this side of this world. We just watch these things on TV, but somehow it turned out that it was not really gonna work because it was, remember, 90% of these clubs, like for Liverpool and stuff like United, these are teams that were started by working force employees in a certain town, which were meant to provide for the city, to make the town great again, to go challenge other towns into this thing. So imagine that team being taken by an owner who bought the rights of the club, taking that and going to make Manchester United a South African team or an American team. That wasn't something that the fans in England were going to accept. And somehow this helped the Champions League, because the Champions League was so vocal into it, because they were really on the brink of losing some of the creams or the best teams in Europe, should I say. And trust me, Champions League without the likes of those teams, nobody really cares about them after all. So it was really going to affect a lot of people. The likes of Sky Sports were being threatened that they're gonna have this type of games and they'll just talk about them, not even allowed to do anything until they buy some rights from the clubs, which was something else. So in other words, this was just a money scheme that was set up by the teams to at least make some large amount of money, to at least help them with the clubs in the way they were going to be paying the players. That's how they said it. So somehow it never came into flourish. It never came into physicality. We never held anything like that. So it was a controversial moment. It was really funny. Some of the things that happened in this, the Super League project was being overseen by the Real Madrid president Florentino Perez, who also signed up Barcelona, Atletico Madrid in Spain, Juventus, AC Milan in Italy. And however, it collapsed before a ball kicked in the competition after being abandoned by 6 English clubs, leaving the Spain and Italian participants out of it. Because what forced the English clubs to walk away was the fact that the Premier League was threatening to take them out of the league and take them out of the board, I guess, and a lot of Premier League clubs were so angry. I remember there was a moment when we were going to play against the Leeds, Liverpool, and the Leeds were literally wearing a white shirt, which was saying that, my imagine now, have 5 to 1. We were actually wearing something that was saying that we cannot allow people who are going to be selling the club for money. Football is meant for the world and it's supposed to be something that was free. And I remember there were moments where people were busy causing some controversial moments over not accepting the idea of the Super League actually happening. So for me, I have to say it was one of those things that will always remain in my mind forever. It was really funny and crazy, and a lot of things happened. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think about this? It's funny to remember those things, it's really, really funny. Secondly, if we have to think about it, the second thing that I can talk about is Italy winning the Euro 2020. Yeah. So Italy came in as the favorite, one of the favorites, knowing that they were one of the teams that were not beaten in Euro. So they got into this being the favorites, and there are a lot of people were expecting to see something from the Uzuri, looking whatever that was going to happen. And it was really, really, really interesting, because one thing that happened, a lot of teams that we were not expecting to see from then actually made it. They actually made it to the Euro 2020 final. The likes of England got into the final, beaten in penalty by Italy, and Italy was scored a goal in Euro after such a long time, because they were really had to break down, and a lot of teams really struggled to get something out of Italy. But at the end of the day, they got to win something, which somehow put some players like Jorginho on the market, because now people believe that they deserved Ballon d'Or after the fact that they'd actually gone that far. It was one of those crazy moments that you always remember. And one thing that made it so exciting and interesting was this: we had Chiellini and Bonucci as the defenders of Italy. They were defending the backline, and we know Chiellini and Bonucci, they are really old. So it was amazing to see how much of an impact all the old school players still had to offer in the game. And we got to see some interesting stars from the club. I remember players like Federico Chiesa and the other ones who got injured. We had a lot of players that were so amazing to remember, to actually watch. And this is what I can read from you in terms of this. Italy wreck England in Euro 2020 party at Wembley, winning a tenth final on penalties and prolonging their 55-year waiting for a second major title. So that was after 55 years of waiting. So that has to mean something. Roberto Mancini's men recovered from a shocking from a shock of conceding the quickest goal ever in European Champions final to claim the 3-2 victory in penalties. And I remember Donnarumma was just an unplayable. The kid was amazing. The saves he pulled out in that game was amazing. I remember that like it was yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, there is a playlist on the Football Connect which covers the Euro. Go check it out, people. Go check it out. I would advise you to do so. It is the second time Italy have been crowned European champion, coming back after an embarrassing failing to qualify for an 2018 World Cup in Russia. So yeah, somehow they kept making history after history. So it was one of the things that we were always gonna remember. Italy beating England, and England for me, this was the surprise. Unlike remember where the group of death were with France, Portugal, Spain, and France, Portugal, Germany, and I think the other one was Hungary. There were some crazy teams, but somehow England and Italy were the teams that made it to the final. Still crazy up to this day to think about it. Still crazy. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this? And where do you see this thing going? And was it one of the moments you will remember when it comes to football wise? Will you always keep this in mind and stuff like that? Let me know in the comment section. The other thing that we're going to talk about was Argentina's Copa America crowning. Yes, Messi. We have to make this clear, people. Lionel Messi's Argentina. I'm talking about Lionel Messi's time. For the first time, Messi and Argentina finally won the Copa America. It was amazing. It was amazing for especially for Leo fans, which I am. Basically, you can all see it. Leo fans to see him being crowned as a champions in Argentina. It was amazing, beating Brazil, and the goalkeeper Martinez was one of the guys that we will always talk about because he played a bigger role to keep Argentina into this to make them win. So this one thing I can read about you concerning to that. Argentina's success over Brazil in Rio was not just Messi's first major trophy for the country, but his country's first container owner in 28 years. So in 28 years, that was the first time for Messi to at least win something that was, which was fruitful. I have to say, it was fruitful. He has lasted. He had lasted tested success at major owner in 1993 with the greatest of Bastut double, giving them a 2-1 win over Mexico in the Copa Rio final. That was a long time. That's when Argentina won the trophy. In a contest of emotional, Messi opposite number 10 and former Barcelona teammate Neymar dropped to his knee in tears at the final whistle. And the funny people might think he was crying that his team didn't win, but he was literally crying, excited that his friend, and his player, his long-time friend had actually won a title, and the news and the internet would literally give Messi a break at the it for once in his life, giving him a break over not winning stuff, because people always made it a thing that they throw to Messi, telling him that he has not done this, especially the Ronnie fans, the Real Madrid fans, and somehow for him to do it made it so amazing, and the whole world will always remember this moment. Yes, especially me, I'll always remember this moment because it was for the first time me seeing Messi lifting a major honor with his country, and I've always respected the man for being good. This how good he is. We all know what Messi is capable of doing, so it was always amazing to have that moment, and I always cherish it as we go on. So 2021 gave me some emotional moments that I always cherish and always talk about them. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think about Argentina winning this trophy, and where do you think will always be ranked over the moments you will remember in Euro? Oh, in your life in 2021. Do me a favor, click the like button and subscribe to the Connect as we continue with this. So one of the most, should I say, controversial things that happened as well in 21 was this man being crowned his seventh Ballon d'Or win. Somehow we have to agree on this. Messi has made a lot of controversial things in this moment in terms of what has happened in his career over the past year. 2021, Messi was crowned the Ballon d'Or win. Of course, we may guess that it was crowned because of him and his team managing to actually win for the Copa America for the first time. But nobody in this world wants to hear that. Especially the Ronnie fans. No, they don't want to hear that. They felt like they were favors which were never meant to be actually happening, and it should not have happened the way it did. There's a lot of things that have been said over this man being crowned. You know, one thing that I have to say as well, I don't know if you have noticed this. Every single time Messi has to be crowned, Messi has to be has been going over anything that he has to go through. There is always somebody that they will just to put in front of him so that they always try to deem him not worthy because he has done so much as a player that nobody really can look at his career and say that wow, this is amazing. They just look at it and say that it's Leo. We are used to this. He should not be getting this because it's Leo. So him getting the seventh Ballon d'Or, it was a controversial moment that even the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo came out of their own shell and they actually said something in disagreement of him winning this trophy because Messi won it. And of course, okay, I might not agree with the one that he won over Virgil van Dijk because I felt like he had not done anything that season. But after winning the trophy with Argentina, I remember the time when Ronaldo won the European trophy for the first time with Portugal. They literally gave him the Ballon d'Or after that because he had won something that he has never done, being the biggest player he has been in his career. And I felt like it was okay with Messi as well, but people didn't want to look at that. But guess what? There was Euro 2020, which was also a tournament that people had to look at players to see how they were doing, and Copa America 2021, which was there as well for people to look at. And Lewandowski did not do well for his country, but Messi did, which gave him, I think, an idea to at least have an idea to win something. But the world didn't want to hear that nonsense. They were not taking that nonsense, and it went so crazy that the social media went crazy. Now nobody even raised the Ballon d'Or tournament no more. They said that if they're gonna be giving it to Messi, what is the purpose of watching this thing? It's crazy. 2021, it had it all, people. It had it all. A lot of controversial moments, a lot of moments we can smile about, some memories we can hate. We cannot look at all these things. I'm just looking at some of the things that went so crazy to you people, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. So I'm gonna read a little bit over what people had to say or what the main media had to say over Messi being crowned. Following the superstar's first trophy with the national team with Argentina, full stop. There's one thing that the whole world will never take away from this man this year. He took the trophy with the national team of Argentina. The smell of the seventh Ballon d'Or was more than noticeable. You see, it was more than noticeable that it was going to come. After winning with Argentina, we knew that the Ballon d'Or number 7 was going to come. Well, the Messi fans knew, but the rest of the world just refused to accept it. The Ronnie fans, for the fact that they want to make a competition between Ronnie and Messi, didn't want to hear that nonsense. So there's always that. Besides the triumph of Copa America, Messi also had 56 appearance in 2021, who he scored 21 goals and 17 assists he provided. Messi was the strong favorite this year and beat Lewandowski, Jorginho, Karim Benzema to the award, which also he won in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2015, 2019, and now 2020, 21. The world was not happy over this. I mean, the ones who don't support Messi or the ones who don't love the guy were not happy. They went crazy. I remember some former greats going like, if they're gonna be giving it to Messi, then what is the reason of looking at it? That was just blah blah. You know, people hate it when people are making it in life. You just hate it. They were the haters, and I'm always gonna say it like that. I'm done listening to the haters. What are your thoughts over this one as we move on forward? What did you think about Messi being crowned the Ballon d'Or winner for the seventh time, should I say? What did you think? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. So we move on, people. We move on because there's still other things to talk about that happened in 2021. A lot happened. And this is also one of the moments we will always remember wherever we go. Involving Lionel Messi again. Lionel Messi actually saying bye-bye to Barcelona and La Liga and Spain after 17 or something seasons in the league. He walked away and he was being transferred to PSG. That was one of the notable and most thing moments that we'll remember in 2021. And it was not only Lionel Messi, there was also Ramos in there as well, as it was also one of his moments where he also moved from Real Madrid and went to PSG, which has also created a cliffhanger over what's going to happen in 2022, because come 2022 March Champions League, Ramos will be playing against his former club alongside Messi, and it's gonna be against his former teammates, his former best friends, his former players. Yes, come to know and love. It's gonna be crazy. It's PSG versus Real Madrid, people. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited. I don't want to lie to you. I'm really excited. It makes it so amazing. So you have been given something, but nothing will ever take away from the fact that Messi walked away from Barcelona, Ramos walked away Real from Real Madrid. Ramos didn't want to walk away. Messi had no choice but he had to move away. He had threatened that he wanted to move the season before, but Barcelona did all they could to keep him. But now the fact that he had to be forced out by the La Liga when he was not ready to at least stay for the club, that just made it so amazing. That just made it so interesting. We had nothing to say. We had nothing word that was prepared for that one, but just to say that this was amazing. So this is the news that was said. Argentina star was set to extend his 21 career stay at Barcelona by signing a new 5-year deal, which was going to move it to 27 years this summer. But the club announced that the finances and the structure obstacles prevented the contract to be fulfilled. Messi signed a 2-year deal with the option for a third in worth 25 million a year after taxes. Of course, this was the most heartbreaking news for all Barcelona fans. Yet, football legend seems to be enjoying himself in Paris. Yeah, he looked like he is having an amazing time. I just saw something that he posted with his wife where it looks like everything is going so good and good and goodest. So one thing that we can say, Messi has really had the most highlight of 2021 over any other players, from the fact that he is still failing to really get his mark in the French football league. Fact that he has not yet managed to score goals. He's scoring, but not really at the rate we are using him to do. And the fact that there are still a lot of things that are happening. The fact that he's still performing so well in the Champions League. The fact that he still has a chance to win something. All is there, and all we are waiting to see how it goes. But one thing that I have to say, Messi has made 2021 an interesting year because he has been talked about, and also he had the picture with the most amount of likes on Instagram, if I remember so well, the one where he was holding the trophy. So he has made history in 2021. If I have to go to talk about the sports or football personnel of the year, I think it has to go with him because he has been so viral more than any other people. It might be him winning with Argentina, him moving to PSG, or him going to get his seventh Ballon d'Or. He has been talked about, either people shouting angry against him or happy with him. We don't really care. That matter doesn't even count. He has been in the news more than even what Cristiano Ronaldo likes to see. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. This has also been one of the most amazing times in football history, and I can't wait to see where we go on. But anyway, we are not done. We are not done. The fact that now Messi and Ramos are now playing and they protecting each other from people who fouls Messi. Ramos has to be one of the guys who steps up for him, as he always has been doing for Real Madrid. It's still mind blowing up to this time. We are moving to 2022 and it has not 100% synced in my own mind. That just tells you how crazy this was and the way it will go. Anyway, we move on from this, people, as we are going to be looking at the next story we need to talk about, and what has also happened and what has left a lot of people wondering where we are going from this. The other news we have to put into the spotlight is this. Look on the screen. Cristiano Ronaldo returning to Old Trafford. Yeah, a lot of things has happened, man. A lot of things has happened in 2021, and probably a lot of decisions has happened in 2021, which has transferred or transformed the football as we know it wherever we're gonna be going. This man coming back to Old Trafford was also something that was not expected, but guess what? It happened. It happened. So Cristiano Ronaldo went back to Manchester United after being hinted that he was going to go into Man City, and some crazy things happened, and nothing happened on that. It was crazy. Cristiano Ronaldo returned to Old Trafford. So, probably the second most anticipated and exciting transfer news of 2021, Manchester United fans proudly proclaimed that there is only one Ronaldo, as Cristiano Ronaldo made his return to Old Trafford. At 36 years old and 7 months, he has now surpassed the Ryan Giggs as the oldest player to score a brace for the Red Devils. That's interesting, because one thing that we have to agree upon, he might be 36, but Cristiano Ronaldo's body and what he does still tells you that he's still an amazing superstar with still a lot to offer. It's still amazing to actually accept that this man has actually done this switch, has moved, and a lot of things can still happen. I don't really know what to say to you, world, but the fact that you have to accept that this is the year we are living on, and that's what is happening in the world of football. CR7 is back at Old Trafford. It has been amazing. For the first moment we saw him doing the Sue, and the first moment we saw him looking like he's going crazy, hitting Curtis Jones after Liverpool beating him by 5 goals to 0. I always make that as a crazy point whenever I can make it. I remember it. I remember him kicking Curtis Jones out of frustration over what was happening in the game. He went 1, 2, 3. People even made memes over that. But also, we have to remember the man came back to Old Trafford. Came back to Old Trafford to give something else to the team and give life, even though they end up signing Ralph Ragnick, which also could be a potential thing that we are always going to mark and also put in the history books over maybe the moment Manchester United bad luck actually turned around, because people talks about how Ralph Ragnick is gonna be one of the guys that we are gonna put so much respect for, because he is always amazing and over what he offers. So I'm really excited to see where we go. Cristiano Ronaldo is back with United, and Ralph Ragnick is now at United. Let's see where they go from here, people. It's always exciting. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm not gonna hide it, and I'm always gonna give you as news as it is. And the moment we are remembering everything that happened, it's always amazing that we're gonna be covering this. So, also one of the moments that we need to keep in the history books is concerning Robert Lewandowski. Okay, Robert Lewandowski. Anyway, you cannot see me. I'm doing some crazy things here. As he was awarded the Golden Shoe Award, I literally have no idea what the Golden Shoe is, but yeah, it happened, people. It happened. It happened. It was awarded the Golden Shoe of Robert Lewandowski. So I'm gonna read about it so that when I give you my thoughts on it, it might even make more sense. Robert Lewandowski has been honored with the European Golden Shoe as the continent's top goal scorer in 2021 season. The Bayern Munich star enjoyed a starlet 2021, smashing 69 goals in 55 appearances, breaking the records of the most Bundesliga goal in the calendar year. Lewandowski's brilliance and effort has helped Bayern and the Poland national team to clutch a dozens of victories. So he was awarded this award because he made more goals in a single calendar in European history. That is amazing. He has already done a lot for Bundesliga. He is now the mentor, the guy. People have to break his records, and also he scored so much of goals. So he had to be awarded the Golden Boots, just for people to give him the respect he does deserve and what he has done for the club and country. What are your thoughts over this? And where do you see it going? It was just an amazing moment. Robert Lewandowski, we can't agree with this. He is one of the best guys. The way he does it, the way he scores goals, and what he offers. Most people believe he deserves the Ballon d'Or over Lionel Messi, which I cannot argue with, because he has done so much. He has been offering so much with Bayern Munich and also with Poland. Dozen of victories over Poland. He is qualified for different tournaments because of how much he is a crazy goal scorer. He does it almost every single time. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. We might not agree with or whatever that happens, but we have to actually agree with the results that he has produced as a player for both country and national club. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section over this. What do you think about it, and where do you see it going? We move on, guys. We move. So the next thing we need to talk about is none other than the potential huge transfer that remained with people talking about. You remember the transfers and all the things that were happening. There were some transfers that were supposed to have happened. The huge transfers that we expected to see Harry Kane moving to Man City, Jack Grealish, it happened, and some of the things Jordan Sancho actually going to United for once after many, many years of them talking about him coming there. It happened. But Kane not going to Man City and how he was backstabbed by the money, by the owner of the club, who always remained in people's hearts because the guy had given up on Tottenham, and his performance and the way he was now doing could actually show that it was a guy with no good giving up. He didn't want to be at the club. They are a lot of massive potential transfers in 2021 window that would be easily fulfilled but failed. Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid, Harry Kane to Man City, Julian Conde to Chelsea. The range can still go on despite other major PSL transfers like Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea, Jack Grealish to Man City, Cristiano Ronaldo to United were successfully completed in the Premier League. But we will always remember Kylian Mbappe wanted PSG to make money, but they refused to move to take the player away because it looks like Real Madrid played something on them to hurt them in a way. Conde's Chelsea, we can always see up to now that they needed at least a defender, and it helps to whatever they want to achieve, but they were not able to get the deal over the line. And Harry Kane to Man City, something that Pep Guardiola wanted, and I'm not even sure if he's still interested in him. I don't know, but there were some of the things that should have happened in 2021, which was also going to still change the football history as we have come to know and love, but it didn't happen. So there are a lot of things that we are always going to be remembering for. And also, this is just a cliffhanger. Manchester City being one of the most clubs that were rejected after being promised some stars. They were supposed to get Messi. Messi went to PSG. They were supposed to get Cristiano Ronaldo. He went to Manchester United. They were supposed to get Kane and they could not move. It looks like Pep Guardiola's teams has always failed to get their star. They've always failed to get their stars. It's really crazy. It's really, really crazy. I know because I've been in this history. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this? And was it some of the things you're always gonna hold on to and maybe remember? That would be amazing to see you remembering everything that has happened. Anyway, the other story we need to talk about: new leaders in top in European leagues. New leaders in top European leagues. We're gonna talk about them and we're gonna analyze them and give you my thoughts over that one, people, because there were some shockers as well. So yeah, it's something that we always remember. So, firstly, Italia in Inter Milan will always be the one that we talk the most about. Remember, it has always been Juve running the show. But one of the most memorable moments of 2021 was the appearance of new leaders in European top leagues. In Syria, Inter were sensationally crowned as champions, having a difference of 12 points with the second place AC Milan. La Liga Spain's La Liga was also full of surprises as Atletico Madrid beat the giants Real Madrid and Barcelona to capture the title. And also in Lille also trammed a sensational as well as the French club enjoyed an amazing season, having been crowned as the League One champions, leaving PSG behind. Those are some of the things we are always going to put in mind. We didn't see them coming, but it was just a year full of surprises, and those will always be one of the surprises that people can hold on close to the heart. What are your thoughts over that one? What did you think, and how can you analyze and maybe look at this thing as we go on? So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm missing anything here, people. I don't know if I'm jumping some of the things, but I think we've talked about some of the most important times we will always keep in mind over in terms of this. So, lastly, the last thing that we need to look at is Chelsea being crowned the UEFA Champions League champions of Europe. They were crowned after beating Man City. Will be the last of my top 10 moments of the moments we will remember in terms of what has happened in Europe or in football as a whole. It's always going to be one thing that I'll remember. So, according to what the journalist has to say, although Chelsea were far from winning the Premier League in 2021, was a majestic year for them. The Blues managed to get crowned as the champions of Europe after beating Man City with a score of 1. This year, the final of UEFA Champions League was a typical British clash where the Londoners were the stronger side. That's according to the news that we are reading. The Londoners were strong and they did beat Manchester City, who were also crowned as the Premier League champions. A lot of things has happened, people, in 2020. I might have told about a lot and maybe forgotten the others. I want to hear in the comment section which is for you the moments you will remember for 2021 as we move on to 2022. It's just amazing. Football keeps getting better and better, and people keep getting different champions, and a lot of things keeps happening. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What would be the moment you remember in 2021? I've given you my own moments, and I'm waiting to hear yours as we move with the football content. Do me a favor, guys. Firstly, go in the comments, talk about your best moments of 2021, which are there are some moments that I've forgotten. Remember FIFA announcing their different rules that they were thinking of changing in the Premier League, talking about this is my bonus, by the way. This is my bonus moment to remember. FIFA talking about a throw-in being kicked like a ball, like a free kick, talking about time being changed from 45 minutes to 30 minutes in a football game, talking about how much the referees were really going to be useless. A lot of things were mentioned by FIFA. I might not remember some of the rules, talking about the substitutes as well, to be like basketball, where a player can go out of the game and also being put back into the game. Crazy, right? talking about how they're trying to turn football history as we have come to know it since history, since generations to generations, turning it up or turning it around like it's just nothing, just like absolutely nothing. How do you take that into the world? How do you actually even accept that? It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But it all the histories that happened in 2021. And I'm still hoping that this ideas that FIFA has still does not happen because I don't want to see them happening. I don't want to see them happening. I can't have substitutes. I can't have Cristiano Ronaldo taken out of in the game for Cavani, then later in the game is put back in the game and Cavani goes out. That doesn't make sense. And also the other thing that one of the rules that this FIFA were talking about was everyone who gets a yellow gets a timeout. So there are 12 players into the ground. Imagine your goalkeeper gets a yellow card. He gets a timeout. You have no goalkeeper. Some of the rules are closely to craziness as we can think about it. Those are some of the things that people are talking about. Try to make football into something else. So that's one of the things that I'm not really happy about, but also happening in 2021. We have looked at them. That's what I call my bonus point. I don't know if you're expecting a bonus one, but you got it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Football Connect, and I'll be back again tomorrow with the weekend warm-up as we build up, and I'll be giving you my analysis for the games that are here about to come. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. And also maybe we'll do some transfer news by then in the weekend warm-up. I hope you are ready, and I hope you're excited. January starts. The transfer window is opening in few hours as the new year is starting. Click the like button, subscribe to the Football Connect. Make my dream come true, people. As we move, make my dream come true in 2022. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers, people. Do me that. I've already done amazingly. The Football Connect has already done amazingly on Facebook and on TikTok. Facebook, we are heading over to 4,000 followers. TikTok, we have about 26,000 followers. I know it does not pay yet in Africa, but you understand what I mean. Maybe if it was paying out, the gotten better equipment here, but not yet. So help me have my dream of 2022 happen. The Football Connect reaching more than 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for watching. This is Sam's last show of 2021. I hope you have had the best time, and I hope I've given you something to smile about to those people who have watched, and I hope you'll continue coming for the best moments we are going to be offering for the Football Connect. I'm really grateful for this moment. I'm really grateful for this platform that I can be able to come and make so much noise and say whatever that I want to say, and everyone can just learn to accept it or critique it however they want to do it. It's been amazing. I can't wait to see what 2022 has ahead for the Football Connect. But I'm hopeful. I have my resolutions. I've set my own New Year resolutions, and I can't wait to see what happened. It's been exciting, and I hope you guys have had the most amazing time. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. We'll be back again next year. With that in mind, thank you. We're out. Ha!
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Pence, Diego Maradona,